What's up, you guys? Welcome back. So as you can probably already tell, we're going to be doing a first impressions today because my makeup is like halfway done. It's actually not even halfway. All I have is foundation and my brows on because today we're going to be testing out the I Want Candy collection from Too Faced. This was a collaboration between Candy Johnson and Too Faced Cosmetics. I actually didn't plan on making this video since I just did a review of the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection last week and I was just unboxing it on Instagram and so many of you guys flooded my DMs asking for a full video on it, so I was like, okay, if you guys want it, I'll do another one. So we're just gonna go ahead and use the products to create a look today and test them out. I do wanna say right off the bat that this video is not sponsored. These opinions are all my own. Nobody is paying me to say these things. So yeah, we're just gonna check out the products and see what we think. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. It'll be the first link in the description box. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, starting off like usual and getting this hair out of my face. So like I said, I have my foundation and concealer done, but I did not use any powder yet because that is the first product that we are gonna test out. This is the I Want Candy Banana Pudding powder. So this is a brightening face powder. I haven't even opened these yet, so I don't even know what they look like, but the outer packaging is cute. Ooh, so it's like a yellow color and then it has like different colored little specks. Does it smell like bananas? Ooh, it actually, I feel like it doesn't really smell like bananas. Like, it smells good, but I wouldn't say that that's a banana scent. Or maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. Because I feel like I watch other reviews and they're like, oh my god, it smells like banana. I don't know. Do I not know what banana smells like? Anyways, we're going to go ahead and apply this to half of our face so we can see whether or not like there's a difference or anything. So I'm just going to dip my brush in and go ahead and apply it to this half. You can definitely tell this actually kind of makes this side that I'm applying to it look more matte. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but it definitely looks a lot more matte than this side, which is more shiny because this foundation has not been set yet. I don't necessarily know whether or not it brightened my face. Like, I feel like the color is pretty much the same, but it definitely does set the foundation. I'm going to go ahead and apply it to this side as well. Yeah, like it definitely does set the foundation. It definitely does have a matte finish to it as well, but I can't necessarily say that it brightens the face. But what I normally look for in my powders is that it sets my foundation, and this one does seem to do that. So I will update in the description box like how well my foundation lasted throughout the day using this powder, because I typically use powder foundation. So I will have all that in the description box. Just check there and I'll write a little blurb about how I thought it made the foundation last throughout the day. The next product that we're gonna try out is the I Want Candy Candy Glow Illuminizer. So this looks really cool. Does it smell like candy? Ooh, this does smell like candy. Okay, so this one, the smell is on point. I feel like Too Faced products always smell good. So we'll go ahead and swatch this on the hand. Let me do it so you guys can see. Wow, that is stunning. Oh my gosh, it's a very like pinky toned. I don't have a highlighter really that's like this. So it is really unique, which I like. It's also very, very creamy. Like I actually pressed down a little too hard. If you guys can see on the top, like it's almost like sunk in now. So it is really creamy upon application. So I'm gonna go and apply this with my finger to my cheekbones and down my nose. I got so much heat in my last video for using a cream highlight after I had powdered my face, but I've always done that. I know that you're technically not supposed to use like cream products over powder, but when it comes to highlighter, I have always done that. And then if I want to, I will set the cream with another powder on top. I don't know. So you can do it however which way you want to do it, but this is just how I normally do it. I go through and set my foundation and then I do everything else. Like I always set my foundation first before going on top with bronzer, contour, highlight, like whatever it is. So yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna use my finger and we will just tap this on the cheeks. You probably could apply like directly, but I prefer to use the finger. I feel like it gives a bit more natural finish. Very, very pretty. It actually is pretty light though. Like on my hand, I feel like it doesn't look as light, but if you have a darker complexion, I don't see this necessarily working for you, but if you have a complexion that's similar to mine or lighter, I think that you will really, really like this. Because this is very pretty. It's a more natural highlight, like it's not going to be super blinding, although, you know what, let's try and like, we'll work it up and see if we can get it to be blinding. But it is really pretty and definitely gives a nice glow. Yeah, you know what, actually if you work it up, you can get it pretty blinding. I just don't normally wear highlights that are this color, like this pinky tone, but I think it is really pretty. It does smell so good, oh my god. I really like this. Also, if you guys can see, this is not emphasizing texture. That is huge. when it comes to highlighters. So many highlighters can emphasize any sort of texture you have on your face, and I always, for some reason, tend to have a lot of texture in this area, so I am picky when it comes with that. But if you guys can tell, like, it's highlighting my skin, but it's not emphasizing any little bumps that I have on the skin, which is nice. I actually do find that cream highlighters emphasize texture less than powder highlighters do, and this one seems to follow in with that because it's really not emphasizing anything that I don't want it to. This also sets pretty nicely too. Like, it's not like sticky, really. Like, a lot of times I would go in and set it with an additional powder, but this one doesn't really need to be. Like, it kind of sets to feel almost like a powder. Like, it doesn't feel sticky still or like wet on my face, which I like. So I went in and just contoured and bronzed my face, so we are ready to start with the eyes, and there is a palette in this collection. This is probably what I am most excited for, so I think it's just the I Want Candy palette. So it comes in this cute little tin, which I love, and I'm gonna go ahead and break this little seal, and we'll open it up. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is cute because it's supposed to look like it's like a candy bar. Oh, that's really cute because they normally put those little things, you know what I'm talking about? I like that. I am a little surprised that there's no mirror. I feel like normally Too Faced palettes have mirrors, although I don't know that their collabs have mirrors, so maybe they just don't do mirrors in the collabs. I'm not quite sure, but these colors look really, really stunning. So there are 15 different shades in this palette. It looks like we have a mix of shimmers, some mattes, and some satins. They're mostly neutral colors, although we do have like this orange and some pops of pink and stuff, and then there are a nice mix of both warm tones and cool tones. And I think they kind of separated them, like if you guys see like in groups of 5 saying that you could use those shadows together to like create an eye look. I don't know if I'll necessarily only use like the groupings that they created. I'll probably just like go all over, but we're gonna start out with this guy, Cream Puff, in our crease. So I just checked and there is a mirror on the powder, so that's what I'm gonna use when I'm applying this, just so I can see up close what I'm doing. The shade seems to be blending out nicely and it's a good neutral transition for my skin tone. Now I'm gonna go in with Butterscotch, which is the orangey shade, to go in and warm up that crease. I feel like I wanna do kind of like an orangey look today with some of these colors, so I'm gonna use that to buff into the crease. So far with the 2 colors that I used, they were both matte and they both seem to be blending really nicely. We have yet to use a shimmer or a satin, so I will go in with one of those next and we'll check out how those blend. All right, so I'm gonna go in with Sweet Toffee, which is a shimmer all over the lid. I'll first kind of swatch it on my fingers so you guys can see. It looks super, super pigmented. So I was gonna say that maybe I would use Fix Plus on my brush, but this looks like it doesn't need it, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna just actually use what's on my finger to apply first. Oh, wow. Yes, there's a lot of color payoff on this. Then I can go in with a brush. Wow. Lots of color, so I like this. All right, so I'm gonna use a brush on my other eye. I just dipped it in since I did my finger, and we'll see which one works better. I mean, they're pretty much the same. The finger might come out a little more pigmented, but it seems to be fine with the brush as well. Actually, maybe the side with my finger came out a little bit better. Let me build it up. Because a lot of times shimmers actually apply better if you just use your finger to do it, but it can still definitely pretty much be built up to the same thing with a brush. Up next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Hot Chocolate to blend into my crease and kind of deepen it up. Although I feel like Hot Chocolate is a shade that's in one of their chocolate palettes. These might not all be like original shadows that they created with Candy. She might have like picked some shadows that they already had, which is fine, but I do think that Hot Chocolate is in one of their other palettes. So I'm just gonna bring this guy into the crease to deepen it up. I'm only using a really little bit of this, so I don't want it to be like too deep and dark. And then I'm gonna go in with Hot Chocolate underneath my lower lash line. And then in the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with the whipped cream to highlight. I love that they have a shimmery highlight because they have 2 that are more matte, but I always like a little shimmer when I highlight. I'm gonna put it beneath my brow bone as well. And this guy is really pigmented too. It's really pretty. Up next, there is a liquid liner in this collection. So I think it's just a black, yeah, it says black licorice, so it should just be a black liner. Oh, I haven't opened this yet, as you guys can tell. This is kind of weird. Can you guys see? It's like not what I was expecting. I feel like I don't have any liner with an end like that. I'm gonna have to learn how to like really use this, but I'll go ahead and, whoa, okay. Well, it's really black, that we know, and now I guess that was with me doing it flat. Now I'll do it like light this way. Ooh. All right, this is kind of cool. I feel like this is gonna take a little getting used to, so I'm kind of nervous because I'm doing it for the first time on camera, but this is raw, baby, so let's see how this goes. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Let's see how easy this is to use. I'm gonna do the wing first, I think, and I'm gonna use like the pointed side to do that. So it's not easy to flick it out like you could with a brush, but it is easy to make a very precise straight line. Now let's bring it down. Yeah, so it does make really, really precise lines. I don't know how to really do this part though, with how this applicator is. I'll do a little bit on this side. All right, so I'm not really crazy about this applicator. It's kind of hard to use. Like, I don't know if it's because I've never used one like this before and like I just need more practice. But I feel like I would have liked it better had it been a brush tip applicator. But with that being said, it's not runny at all and it's super, super black and pigmented. So you kind of got to weigh the pros and cons. Like, would I have liked a different applicator? Yes, but I actually think the formulation of this liner is like amazing because it's so black and it's not running everywhere, and I have it like super into my tear duct and it's not fraying out, which always happens to me because I have watery eyes. So from that perspective, it's amazing. I just wish the applicator was different, or maybe I just need to like kind of work with this a bit more and like really figure out how is easiest to use an applicator like this. I'm just so used to like a brush or a felt tip, and this is just kind of different. It's easy to make those precise lines, but it's a little bit harder when you want like a thicker line, but you don't want it to be like this thick as if you're gonna do it on its side, but you want it in between like the thin and the thick, if that kind of makes sense. Now I am just going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to finish up this eye look. So I know this isn't like a legit makeup tutorial, it's a first impression, so you guys are more interested like in my thoughts rather than like the actual makeup look, but I literally just realized that this is so similar to the look that I created with the Peaches and Cream palette. So I just put out the palette because I was like, wait, how similar are they? And they are similar in tone if you guys are just like wondering, but the major difference basically is this one is the Peaches and Cream, and then this one is the Candy one. Like, the main difference is this one does have more shades. They are just a little bit smaller, and this one also has a mix of mattes, shimmers, and satins, where this one is just mattes. So they definitely are different, although they do have similar shades. I just, for whatever reason, gravitated towards both orangey shades in both of the palettes. I really wanted to use this new melted matte that's like this orangey shade, so that's why I kind of gravitated towards the oranges on my eyes without thinking that I kind of did an orange look in the last one. So I do apologize for that, but like I said, this video is, you know, not really about the actual makeup look, more about testing out the products and seeing whether or not they work. So we're gonna go in with the melted matte in Sweet and Sour. She did come out with 3 other ones, so we'll go ahead and swatch these as well, but this is the one that I'm actually gonna use on my lips today. I love the normal melted matte, so I'm hoping that this is just like the exact same formula, just kind of like a separate color that she created. So let's see. Very pigmented. Ooh, smells really good. I feel like I have to get these like bright corally orange lips in before it's officially fall, because summer's not over yet. So as far as formulation goes, I feel like this is the same as the normal melted mattes. It dries down to a matte pretty quickly, and it is very pigmented. I like the color of this a lot as well, but the one main difference is that these smell literally a million times better than the regular melted mattes. Like, the regular melted mattes don't have a scent to them at all, and these smell like straight up candy. So I really, really like that. The next shade she came out with is Tropical Punch, so I'll go ahead and swatch this one for you guys on my hand. Ooh, very pigmented, although I have to be honest, I don't know that I'll ever wear this color. This is just not a shade that I would wear on my lips. I feel like this would make my teeth look really yellow, to be honest with you. I don't ever go like with purpley shades on my lips because I just feel like it doesn't make my teeth look good. I don't know. Does anybody else feel like that? It is pretty if you're into these sort of colors. I just know myself and know that I probably won't wear this one. But these next two are 1000% my sort of shades. So let's go ahead and swatch those. This one is in Freshly Baked. She basically came out with like 2 nudes. This is the deeper one, and then there is a lighter one. So we'll swatch that right next. Ooh, yes. Oh my God. This is 1000% my sort of color, medium mauvey pink. Love it. Really, really like this shade. Very pretty, and as you guys can tell, super pigmented. And then last but not least, we have Melted Ice Cream, which is the lightest one of the bunch. Again, definitely looks like a shade that would suit. Yes. Oh, love it. And you guys can literally tell, like, I'm just taking it out of here and applying it right to my hands, so they really are super pigmented, and that first shade that I applied is pretty much already dried on my hands, so they do dry pretty quickly, which is a plus as well. All right, you guys, so that is it. Those are all the products in the I Want Candy collection. Let me know down below what you guys think about this collection, and if you think you're gonna pick anything up, I would love to hear. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave today if you did enjoy the video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!